This is my Ecoflow Ultra, and it's my main unit. That's what I use as my main unit, and I have a Delta2 with an extra battery, and it's plugged in to the Ecoflow Ultra. So I have the low voltage here. That's for my 4x100 bifacial. And then on the other side I have my 14x100 standard panels. So this connection here, I got 14 times 100 watt panels, and then this one here is the 4x100 bifacial. And on my machine here, you can see that this one here, it has an L, that's for the low side, the 4x100, and that's the high, it has an H there, a little H. That's for the high port where I got 14x100 watt panels. And right now I'm getting about a couple hundred watts, 287, 300. It's one of those days where it's cloudy and sunny. So this is my main unit, and I have the Ecoflow Delta2 with an extra battery that's plugged into my Ultra. So this will charge up and then it'll send power to here. And then I have the first solar system I got in this tote here. It's 250 AH batteries, and it charges off of this that's plugged into my Delta2. So all the solar power comes into here, and then I have this and this plugged into that to get their power. So there's no solar going into here, and there's no solar going into these. All my solar power goes into the Ultra, and then the Ultra feeds the Delta2, an extra battery, and it also feeds my 250 AH batteries through this little smart battery charger. It has 3 settings, so I can choose the amount of power I want to send into the 250 AH batteries. I generally like to keep these charged up, and I'll empty out this as much as I could to charge up these. And it's still early. I already got 34% charge in here, so once it gets up past about 60, I'll start charging these up to about 80% or so. I like to keep them at about 80, just so they're topped up for a week of rainfall, or an extended amount of cloudy weather. I'll have these all topped up. So that's the main unit right here, and this thing takes all the power. It's a 6 kilowatt hour battery, and this thing here takes in all the solar power and it feeds everything else. So that's how I have it set up. And if you're wondering, the Ecoflow Ultra, it's a very good machine. In the morning, these 2 lights will be off. These 2 little icons, they won't be there. And when the machine identifies there's some power coming in, it'll start flashing. And then when it's enough power to convert into energy, it'll stay solid. It'll be a solid icon like it is now. So in the morning, my low port will start flashing much before my high port will. And that's because the low port has bifacial panels, and they're very good in the cloudy, low light conditions. So even though I have 1400 watt panels on this side, it doesn't recognize that I do. The 400 watt panels will start charging first, because they work better in the dark and cloudy environments. So it's a very good machine if you're looking into a solar generator. And I also highly recommend the Delta2 because it's a bargain for the price. They come down a lot in price, so you might want to check them out. Let me know what you guys think. I'm still new to this sort of thing, and that's why I got this machine actually, is because it's all-in-one. This one here has, you know, different components here, controller and inverter and the batteries, then all the wiring. But the Delta2, for example, it's all built in. It has the controller, the inverter, the solar hookups, and just everything's built in. You just plug it into solar power and it'll do it all for you. This one as well, it does everything for you. You just gotta plug in the solar inputs and it takes care of everything else. Has the battery management system built in, and you don't have to have separate components like this set up here. Instead of having all the separate components, you can just have one machine in a box with everything built in a neat package. So let me know what you guys think about the setup, what I could do better, what I'm doing wrong. I'd love to hear your feedback. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys hopefully in a future video.